All right, my friends, fencing on that hillside behind you is going to take me longer than I want to get ready for the pigs. In order to give them more elbow room than the little chicken coop run that they're in, they're doing fine, they're still small, but I want to give them more elbow room. They're pasture pigs, right? I ordered some things to make a portable netting. Got myself a fence energizer that will do 110 or 12 volts so I can make it portable eventually. Little tester to make sure it's okay. Actually, in the past, I've just been, you grab the fence and you wait for the bzz, and then you know it works. I'm tired of doing that. So I got 2 rolls of this fence netting that had pretty good reviews. The one thing in the reviews I said is to add more steps, more posts. So these are some fiberglass posts that are supposed to be pretty good for helping to reinforce this netting. Let's see what we can get done giving these pigs more room to roam using electric netting. Before we get started, the coonies are over here trying to put their 2 cents in on this fencing, so let's say hi. There's Daisy. Hi, Daisy. And then there's Willow. Bash went back to eat dinner. He's like, okay, fine. I said hi, gave my 2 cents. I'm going to go eat. These 2 are attention hogs. So let's talk about my plan. I have lots of ideas in my head, and every once in a while one is good. What I want to do is, because this is portable, temporary, I don't want to anchor it in the ground, make it super hard, but I do want it to be strong enough that it's able to not be knocked over while it's busy shocking the piggies. So what I want to do is use the corner post of my chicken coop here, which is a nice solid 2x6 that's in the ground. Well, 2x6 is not in the ground, the post is in the ground. And then I can go from this 2x6, avoiding all metal contact on it, I can go on the outside of this walnut tree, or excuse me, this is oak tree, down to that walnut tree down there, which takes me about 2-3 feet from the fence line. And then I can parallel the fence line down a ways. And I'm not quite sure how far I want to go. And then kind of go up in the grass. You see a little apple tree up there. Stay this side of the apple tree so the piggies don't destroy the apple tree. And then I can come back around this other oak tree and up to the other side of the chicken run to another solid 2x6 and not have any metal contact. One of the things I was reading on this netting for reviews, people said that it was, there was like 2 or 3, said that it was hard to unwind. Well, it's like fishnet, right? I don't expect it to be easy to unwind. It did come with the netting itself. Looks like I get 1 whole electric fence sign, a single sheet of directions, and then a bag of goodies. I probably know what it is if I read those directions. And then the other negative review that came up, which is more worrisome to me, is people say that this joint where the metal goes into the nylon, if you're not careful, you can actually pull that out as you use this fence and move it around. So we'll just have to be careful. But initially, this doesn't look like it's hard to unwind to me. I mean, looks like it unwinded pretty easy. Now, granted, I have to unfold it multiple times, I guess, but that wasn't hard. Okay, let's keep stretching it out. And there we go. I think what I'm actually going to do is find a way to make a hook, zip tie something, so that I can pull this back and still have a door, because this is actually kind of tall. So it'll be good. You see Daisy's all kind of curious. Willow been playing in the water pan again, so I got to clean that out, but ignore that for now. I haven't fed them yet tonight, other than a little snack. So I need a door here to be able to get in and out. But this is what a quick put up of one 164-foot fence looks like. It did not go all the way down to the oak tree, well, the walnut tree, the way I wanted, but you know what? I was thinking about it. I don't know, would that act to ground out the wire like, whenever weeds touch the bottom? So this is some of the stuff, no matter how tight you make it, it does sag some. And I guess that's where those other posts will come in handy. Just put them in there to lift it up, just enough to not be touching the ground. There's a couple places you can probably make the post tighter, but I'm a little limited on where I put these just because of rocks. So that's probably how I'm going to use those extra posts, is just to move it and get it up off the ground As I read, that black line on the bottom is not conductive. So I guess these little tails are what I have to worry about grounding out. But see, like this one, maybe a little hammer to bang on there, but I don't want to break these sticks. They're they're fiberglass, right? They're nothing fancy. They're not strong. Now, what I did find putting this up, two things. One, there was a cap on one of these that had fallen off and was twisted. Easy fix. Two, see, this is probably the hardest part of putting this stuff up, is these sticks as you're dragging it around get stuck in everything. Two, there was one post that the top of it, you see how it goes up a common run here? The top of it wove through and came up a different one, and it wasn't hanging properly, so you have to actually take these out. They can be taken out. You just gotta be careful because it's woven to not get one left behind on that little hook in there. But again, easy fix. So this will give Daisy, Willow, and Bash a little bit of elbow room. I'm sure the chickens could just fly right over it if they wanted to. Not sure how that's going to pan out, but I want Daisy, Willow, Bash to be able to have inside and outside space, so maybe we just see what the chickens do one day. Mr. Roosterman, you going to keep them in line? Huh? So now let's go put those extra posts in the saggy areas and see what one rung of this looks like after some of those extra posts. So far, I'm liking it. What we got for the extra posts are these Garnifex, whatever you want to call them. Again, had decent reviews. There's 10 of them in there. They're clipped together 2 at a time. These clips can slide up and down on the rods to give you a better adjustment for linking up with your fence. They're fiberglass as well. They do have a single post, not a double like the netting. That's one of the things I wanted, was a netting with 2 posts. But the goal of these is not to hold the post in the corners. The goal of these is to hold the fence up off the ground level. And I think these will do it. Let's go poke some of these in the ground and see what we end up with. Those little step-in poles help a lot. I really like them. I like how they're adjustable, easy to use. You can make them fit really well. I'm going to redo this one up here. It was the first one. And as I went, I got smarter on how they went. But you notice, they're able to put the top clip in, and then you just adjust these clips wherever you want them to go. And I found that if you put the bottom one all the way at the bottom, it only gives a very little bit of room there. Now, theoretically, this wire's not hot, but these are. But look at the poles, how they made this so much better. Except we end up with the hot dog situation. We have 8 hot dog buns and 10 hot dogs that we buy at the store. Last 3 sections up over there, I don't have the fancy yellow poles for. So what I do have are these older poles that are nowhere near as nice, but they should help for those last 3 sections. Get those in, and then we can put a charger on and let the piggies out. So what I have is an Angry Otter. Never heard of them. Good reviews, decent price. It'll run on 110 or 12 volt, and it is a 2 joule, which will keep stubborn piggies in their place, hopefully. Also, as ground dries out, your joules go down. But I did not like how they had, so obviously as a electric netting, they just have the clip for the one side. But this side was just a round ringer that went to another round ringer to 2 teeny tiny little grounding rods they had. Well, I want something that gets a little more contact, so I pounded a piece of rebar in, I don't know, 2-3 feet, something like that. And then all I did is I took an old battery clamp from a battery maintainer I wasn't using, cut the end and spliced them together. That way there I can take this thing off and put it on pretty easily. Wonder how this is going to end up working. Let's plug her in and see. It has a little blinky light. These are pulse. You don't want a continuous current through there. So let's see if we take this electric fence tester if it blinks for any colors. You're supposed to take this thing. Ow. Yes, it works. You're supposed to put it in the ground. And it is blinking all the way up at 12,000. This is supposed to be a 10,000 watt energizer. I will tell you, it does shock you. I said I wasn't going to test these things by grabbing it. Well, don't grab that either. Lessons learned. So this is going shocky, 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 much faster than the zebra yellow one I have. It's solar up on the top hill, probably because right now it's plugged into 110, not 12 volt. But the reason I went with this is because all this you see, this single 164 foot poultry netting, the charger, the tester, the extra posts, and a second 164 foot piece of netting to give me roughly 300 foot of fencing once I'm ready to expand this. I just wanted to see how it worked. All this was less than the kit by the number one people, which I'm sure is great. It has solar on it already, which makes it a, kind of nice. You take it anywhere. But this with 12 volt, I can get a 12 volt battery pretty cheap, and Goober Freight has solar panels pretty cheap. So if I want this to be portable, we can make it portable with an ammo can. So there you go. Let's set up the camera and let Daisy, Willow, and Bash out after I figure out how to get in there myself. Maybe turn it off and then get in. Got to figure out a gate and figure out ammo can or something to keep this stuff dry. We are inside. The fence is on. Piggies are excited. Let's let them out and see what happens. Come on, Daisy. Come on, Willow. Come on, Bash. Give you guys some exploration room. Come on. I know, that 2x6 is really hard to crawl over. You see how they've destroyed this door. Piggies were never supposed to be in there. I think they're busy scratching themselves as they leave. Hi, Daisy. Daisy Piggy. Hi, little girl. Don't eat my shoes. I've learned pigs, my three, like Crocs. Sit here and watch them for a little while. They're immediately going after grass. They pretty much cleaned out the grass in there. Hi, Daisy. Yes, you're an attention piggy. You're not a hog. You're not wild. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Daisy. Willow's going exploring the furthest, the fastest. Willow has an awesome personality. She's very friendly, not aggressive. The others aren't aggressive, but when it comes to dinner time, she's the least pushy. Bash is not too pushy. Daisy is very, pun intended, pig-headed. I know where that comes from with that little girl. Let's put the camera up down here and see what they do. Who's gonna touch the fence first? Oh, looks like Daisy. She's close. She's about to touch the fence. Poor girl. She has to learn. She did not like the fence. Obviously, she's okay. But she did not like that. She went, you notice where she went? She went right to Bash. She did not go. Willow's about to touch it. Down to Willow. Poor girl. You're about to learn as well. She's close. She's right there. Hi, Willow. You gonna come visit me instead? Oh, no, you gonna go visit the fence? But Daisy ran to Bash, straight to the male of the little tiny herd. Hi, Willow. Hi, Willow Piggy. Oh, hi, girl. Oh, yeah. Explore. Yeah, see, Daisy went right up there to Bash. She's like, that hurt. I'm coming to you. None of the cheeky chicks have touched it yet. I've heard chickens don't get shocked by electric fences. I don't know how true that is. I guess we'll learn. Whoop. Willow learned. Sorry, Willow. She's like right back to Daisy. I don't know what the heck that was, but oh, she's going past Daisy. She's going over to Bash. He hasn't learned yet. Oh, chickens can get shocked. Hi, Daisy. Did you get shocked? Did you get shocked? You're a little jumpy. It's okay, girl. It's okay, Daisy. You want a belly rub for that? Huh? You want a belly rub? Huh, Daisy? You hear the chickens are getting all shocked? It's okay, Daisy. It's okay. Oh, good piggy. Willow. Come on, Willow. I know you're not a dog, but come here. Hi, Willow. Yeah, you got shocked as well. You got shocked also. Yeah, it's okay. Chickens got shocked twice. I don't know if it's the same one twice or two different ones. The silly chickens got shocked down there. The whole flock. And then got shocked over there as they went from one end to the other. Bash. Hi, buddy. Yes, I know. Look at all this room you have. Look at all this room you have. Oh my goodness. This boy has yet to roll over for a belly rub. He likes attention, but so far this boy has not rolled over for a belly rub. Yep, ladies, it's time for bed. This fence might work kind of well. I want to stay down here with them a little while, clean up the water bowl, get them some dinner. But I think they're going to be happy with a bigger area. And when I'm ready, I'll take that other 164-foot strand and we will expand further down over this way. There's a lot of grass down there that if I could take this fence and just up, over, and back, not putting my trees inside the fence line because I don't want them rubbing up against and killing the trees. This took all of 2 hours to get set up. First time ever installing electric netting. Yes, there's a lot of prep work with getting the area cleaned up and ready. We have our 3 little piggies here. None of them are going to go to market, right? None of them go to market. But about 2 hours to get this fence up gives them a ton more room. Put a 55-gallon barrel in here with some hog nipples so that they can learn to drink out of that and then have a lot of clean water. And then I can also put dewormer in that to give them their dewormer whenever it's time. And we'll get that going so that these 3 will have a whole lot of water that is cleaner than what they drink out of that they love to step in or lay in. I have to change it twice a day. So we'll get these 3 set up with a little better water situation and more room to roam. They are loving being pasture pigs. You want to be on camera? You're always on camera, Daisy. But yeah, so seems to be an area they like. I'm happy. Chickens look happy. Bash here, he's a big boy, he's happy. He's the only one who hasn't gotten shocked yet. Next, we need to measure their heart girth and their length so we can figure how much they weigh, so we can get them some ivermectin, just a preventative dose, because we've had them for about a month. They've not had anything yet, and that's a dewormer slash just in general parasite killer. And I want to make sure these three stay healthy. So there you go. We have 164 linear feet of fence going in a loop, butted up against a 20-foot chicken coop, so I guess technically 180 foot, 84 foot diameter circle. Those of you that are good at geometry and some pi squared r thing, pi r squared, whatever, you know how many square feet these pigs have. It's temporary until I get the stuff up there done, but this should be plenty for 3 small pigs for a few weeks. I'm happy, chickens are happy, pigs are happy, everybody's happy. Catch you all next time. Bash is not happy. Bash now learned what the fence is. I'm going to go check on Big Boy and see how he's doing. He didn't like that. So now all three have learned what the fence is. Till next time.